There once was a time when people lived fast and died hard. They had to. They didn't know any better. So it was in the early days of television. One particular type of corporation had a stranglehold on the new media. It was the tobacco industry. They had the money to buy and control most of the television scene in America. But in 1964, after the Surgeon General's report on tobacco, it became very clear that the survival of this nation's future health needed action. The government stepped in and passed laws protecting Americans, especially their children, from the assault of the cigarette advertisers seen on television. This was done even despite the tobacco's powerful lobbyists and all their persuasive money. It was done to avoid cataclysmic consequences for the future generations of America. Today, America faces another health care crisis. It is brought on again by special interests, that of greed, from one particular type of corporation in America. That is the insurance, medical, and pharmaceutical companies that run the majority of this nation's health care system. This group of corporations has a stranglehold on that industry, and it too is against the public's best interests. Now it has become clear that the survival of this nation's health and its health care needs government action to avoid cataclysmic consequences for the future generation. Can and will our government rise up to the occasion and step in, even despite the medical industry's powerful lobbyists and the control, bought and sold, that they hold over our politicians? If Congress hadn't acted boldly back in 1964, imagine how many more millions of people would be dying from the consequences today, and how devastated the currently bad system of health care would have been overwhelmed by it. Tell Congress to act boldly on health care reform. The health of future generations of Americans will depend on it. There once was a time when people lived fast and died hard. They had to. They didn't know any better.